invite you to bring that home and look at it and explore with it. That drawing. Yeah. As a speaker, your ideas are important. With the more clear we can make the picture, the more we can anchor that in to other people's minds. Can I also we can connect a little bit? Yeah. We can connect on LinkedIn, and I can share this with you later. Yeah. And I'll give you a little gift as well. We do workshops on this if you're interested in learning this skill. Yeah? For personal learning and note-taking. And here's a gift. Draw your personal vision. It's a metaphor of a hot air balloon launching your goals up into the sky, right? Inspirational goals. Thank you. And there's our LinkedIn.
I missed the preview.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Another round of applause for Tim Hammonds, right?
Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing, right?
Can we take one picture here?
Yeah.
Can I invite you to hold up a drawing that something you're inspired by?
Hold our drawing, yeah.
Maybe we could go like this. How's that? Is that okay? I think you're better at this than I am. Hey. Okay. Thank you, everybody.
Okay, feel free take out your phone. Feel free to get
yeah.
this. It's entirely free, right? So just take the download, right? And those who wants to connect with Tim, he'll stay around later on. If you miss the LinkedIn, right? Just feel free to connect with him, talk to him. He does absolutely wonderful work. Is it good or good?
Yeah.
It's good, right? You've never heard that using visual you can listen. How does that work, right? Visual listening. But when I first heard Tim, right, I was mind blown, right? Okay, so to move things along, let's get our Toastmaster of the day to move our projects. Oh yes, yeah.
So, could we welcome our LP on the... Do you have this introduction?
I'll take this out, yeah? I'll take this out? And you
Just
can use
leave it here? Yeah. I think you just leave it here. Let me just hook up the next one.
Yeah? You
Yeah.
wanna, okay.
Yeah. It's all good.
I'll
Yeah.
move, give me guys space back. Thank you, that was fun.
Thank you so much, right? I think they all enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Hi everyone, I'm Vijay, Toastmaster of the Day.
Hello.
Hi, I'm your Toastmaster of the Day. I would like to introduce myself. I'm also a health and wellness coach. And one thing to know about me is that I'll be...
Or you want to pack it up later?
Pack it up later, Ken.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll pack it up later.
First, I would like to invite our language evaluator for tonight. It's Muhammad. Muhammad is a software engineer working in the Swiss bank. He has been Toastmasters for 4 years now.
Hi.
Thank
Thank you.
Everyday moment of human speech. Let me invite Muhammad to give us the word of the day.
Thank you. Toastmaster of the day. I am Mohammed. This is my
Your
first
laptop?
time being here.
I don't have your password for your laptop.
Almost lost just now when I exited
You need the
Farrer Park just now.
background.
All good. Yeah, I was invited by Noor to be the LE for today. Okay, have you guys watched the Singapore
yes.
Grand Prix F1? Who won? This is the casual F1 enjoyer. Yeah. So, in the spirit of F1, today's word of the day is momentum. Okay? So, example sentence is, the F1 driver gained momentum and sped past his rival.
Need to clip.
For example, like during the race, George Russell passed through
Magnet very strong.
Max Verstappen by 5 seconds to win the race. Okay, so use the word of the day effectively and try to incorporate the word of the day in your speech. Over to you.
Thank you. The next person I would like to introduce tonight is our timer and vote keeper. She is Nicole. Nicole is a HR professional who may speak softly but is stepping boldly into a new journey, one rooted in empathy and the desire to create meaningful human connections. An introvert by nature with a heart for people and a passion for growth, she's just getting started and ready to make every connection count. Without further ado, let's speed on to our prepared speeches. Are you all excited for our prepared speeches tonight?
Yes.
For the icebreaker speech, it will be between 4 to 6 minutes. For prepared speeches, it will be 5 to 7 minutes. Our first speaker for tonight will be Chelsea Tan, PM1. Chelsea has a mission to overcome stage fright, exercise her brain muscle, and officially upgrade from motherly nagging to professional speaking. Because after giving birth to 2 children, she realized her brain needed a little reboot. Last year, she found herself tipping into burnout, still unclear whether the culprit was her manager or her husband. But through intentional self-care, she bounced back stronger than ever. Now she's on a journey as an aspiring speaker, advocating for the very thing that saved her, self-care. The title of her icebreaker speech is, I Want My Me Time. The objective of her speech is to do a self-intro and to learn the basic structure of a public speech. Her evaluator is Jillian Quack, DL1. Without further ado, I'll pass the mic to Chelsea. The stage is yours.
Thank you, Wee Xiang, for the introduction. Yeah, I still don't know is my manager or my husband. Okay. This one can keep. Okay. Okay. Okay, I have a confession. It's 10 o'clock. My children are asleep. The house is silent. And I'll throw myself on the sofa and quietly scream, yes, me time! On good days, I will turn on the Netflix, reward myself with a pack of potato chips and a wine of glass. Maybe 2 more to help me fall asleep. On days I FOMO, I will scroll through the social media, stalking my ex-boss, my ex-colleagues, or the exes, and drown myself in jealousy to see how well and successful they are right now. On days I battle with my children in the evening, it did not end well. Well, that night I will scroll through their baby photos and then I cry myself to sleep because I miss their innocent, cute time so much. Perhaps you might heard of the tale of 2 wolves, where this old Native American tell his grandchild about a bad wolf and a good wolf that is always fighting internally in a person. So the good wolf embodies positive qualities like honesty, joy, gratitude, and etc. And the bad wolf represents resentment, jealousy, and probably potato chips. So the grandchild asked the grandpa, So which wolf win the fight? The grandpa said, the wolf that you feed the most. Well, you can probably guess I've been feeding my bad wolf. So a lot of conversations that I had with other people, probably Peter, Terence, I always say that I have no time, I need more me time, and my me time always not enough. But actually I was wrong. It's not that my me time is not enough. I've been using it all wrong. That's why I burn out. Yeah, not because of my husband or my manager. So I made a choice. I intentionally want to feed my good wolf. I want to use my me time more intentionally to take care of myself, to get out of burnout. So had a little breathing to myself. I even swapped wine with kombucha so that I would be able to build up my gut health. And mostly every evening, not every evening, but mostly every evening before shower, I will roll out my yoga mat just to sweat it out, a 30 minutes yoga exercise. Slowly, I felt that I start creeping out of my burnout. I think I have been feeding my good wolf quite well. Yeah. And also today, as I stand in front here in the Toastmasters, I am intentionally here to build my courage to speak in front of so many audience. I'm here to learn, to activate my brain more and go into the momentum of speaking more effectively and fluently. And I'm proud I do so for myself. Okay, I'm Chelsea Tan. I would love to hear how you use your me time. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chelsea, for your speech. And anyone of you has been feeding the bad wolf lately? Me too. I used to have a wolf that liked to eat McDonald's one. Now I stopped feeding him. Now he's starving every day already. Without further ado, let's race on to our next speaker. She's Callista Tan, PM1. Callista is an introvert who loves adventure. By day, she crunches numbers. By vacation, she crunches into trees while snowboarding. The title of her icebreaker speech is Life at the Edge of Comfort. The objective of the speech is to do a self-intro and learn the basic structure of a public speech. Her evaluator is Jeffrey Lui, MS5.
Jeffrey very busy.
Okay. He's racing to fix the computer.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's this?
Oh, yo. I saw you in the office every day. I see it again.
Okay, without further ado, I pass the mic to Callista. Can click onto your.
Okay, they say that life begins at the end of your comfort zone. And today, I'm here to test that theory in front of all of you. My name is Callista, and normally I spend my days doing finance. But don't worry, I promise not to make your eyes glaze over today. In fact, today I want to take all of you on a little adventure through my 3 S's. Not 3S like your bum, but 3-letter S. Who here likes to have fun once in a while? Who here likes a little adventure? Awesome, you guys are going to have fun with me today. So for the first S, it stands for summer. And I love summer. The green landscapes, the warm sun, and the big, beautiful blue sky. And summer is perfect for one of my favorite activities, which is hiking. So on the left is a picture of me hiking in Switzerland. It was my first time in Europe and also one of my first solo adventures. And on the right is a picture of me at the top of Mount Rinjani. It was one of the most intense hikes I ever did in my life, but also one of the most fulfilling ones. And hiking feels a bit like life to me sometimes. Sometimes it's tiring, it can be exhausting, but the view at the top makes every step worth it. Now, moving on to the second S, it stands for surfing. Surfing is an activity that I took up about 2 years ago, and I recall when I first started, I could barely stand on the board. I would fall, swallow a bucket load of seawater, and then get washed up on shore. But like a warrior, or maybe even like a crazy person, I would try again. I would pick up my board, paddle out into the sea, fight the waves, and just keep trying again. Slowly and painfully, but also thankfully, I did get better. Now, surfing taught me something about success. Success isn't about avoiding failure, but it's about embracing it, learning from it, and then trying again. Now, moving on to the last S. Anyone want to make a guess what it is? Smartboarding. I think someone said snowboarding, which is correct. Yes, that is correct. And it's not just the cold weather that I love, but I love the chase. I love the speed, I love the adrenaline, and I love the rush. And for those of you who were not here last month, that's exactly how I end up in a cast. Yeah, but even a cast cannot stop me from chasing my passions. All in all, I like a good challenge, and I like learning new things, and also jumping into the deep end. But sometimes not because it's easy or not because I actually enjoy it, but because I know that when I'm uncomfortable, that's when I'll grow. And like birthing pains, the discomfort, it shapes me, it stretches me, and it transforms me into a better version of myself. And that's exactly why I'm here today in Toastmasters, standing in front of all of you to try to be a more confident speaker and to step out of my comfort zone. Thank you. Back to the Toastmasters of the day.
Which part of Switzerland you go?
Switzerland.
Which part?
So I went on like a 10-day solo trip. So I went to like many different places. Like,
So you went to the...
like Busan.
Okay.
What was the first like? It was just to show my like about my work.
Wallpaper.
Catch our attention.
Yeah. Thank you, Callista, for your speech. So I can summarize your speech in 4 words. Comfort and growth begin. I heard this phrase from another speaker at the last inspiration night. Yeah. let me have the honor of inviting our next speaker, Faustina, DL1. Faustina is known to her friends as the Mad Hatter Xiao Zhabo. Why? She wears multiple hats. She works in a private equity firm and is an e-commerce entrepreneur and also a freelance professional chef. On top of this, she's also a grandmother and mother to 3 lovely cats. The title of her speech is Because I Said Yes. The objective of her speech is to practice vocal variety and body language. Her evaluator is Kashmira PM1. May I have the honor of inviting Faustina to the stage? Take it away.
Thank you, everybody. I'm having my cramp. Okay, very good evening to fellow Toastmasters and friends. Today, my speech is titled, Because I Say Yes. Now, I'm sure some of you may be picturing, because I say yes, you're picturing the ROM, the justice of peace, the bride, the groom, you know. Yeah, so when the justice of peace say reciting something, and the bride look into the groom look into the bride and say, you know, till death do us apart, I do, and then the vice versa from the bride. No, it's not about this, okay? Not about this. Okay, let me ask a question. Let me have a show of hand. How many of you have ever into this situation when you say yes very spontaneously, and then you end up, alamak, what did I just enter myself into? How many of you? See, I'm sure there's a lot more, right? Yeah, die. What should I do next? Can I do this or not? Oh no, I don't know. So your mind will be in a panic, racing. Why did I just say yes, right? So can I have a permission to share 5 short stories? My 5 big yes. Why? Because I say yes. Yes, yes. Cannot hear, yes, yes? Okay, thank you. Okay, my very first big yes in my life, because I say yes, I have the courage. I was given this courage, and I learned courage on this journey. Because I say yes to joining the Singapore Police Force. Yeah. Those days, I was young, dynamic, full of energy, so I want to do something. I'm ready to serve, so I do it. I joined the police force. But because I have a shortfall, I have this flaw, I'm too short. So I have my fear. So why did I just say yes? Why did I sign the contract? Why I say yes to joining? You know, I'm so short. And when I go patrolling, my first 2 years patrolling on the street, people will look at me, you NPCC or what? Because I'm short. Kate. But this yes, because I say yes, I didn't look back. Because it actually shaped my character till today. It shaped me, it gave me foundation, gave me grounding, and that's where I built my resilience. Yeah, I built my confidence, but not in public speaking yet. Okay, so so it shaped my discipline as well. So this is my very big yes. So from then on, I never looked back. So, and then my second yes, because I said yes, I lived my passion. So I was in the banking industry for close to a decade, close to 2 decades actually. So all along in banking, in corporate world. Now, I say yes. At a point of time, I realized that I can't be living my life like this, you know, chasing after the money, chasing after the corporate title. No, I don't want that. I asked myself, what do I want? I want to live my passion. So I said yes to quit my banking job, which I'm, as you know, high salary, high bonus. I quit. I became a diploma student, a full-time culinary diploma student. Yeah, so that begins my journey as a professional chef. So, and because I say yes to that cause, I'm very thankful because I have the opportunity to live my passion. So, yeah. But then again, it didn't end in a bed of roses. that leads to my third, because I say yes. And that third yes give me healing. Not in a spiritual way though, but because along my culinary journey, I was hit with a very bad autoimmune disease. Some of you may have already heard my story. So I was hit with this disease called Guillain-Barré syndrome. So it's a very rare autoimmune disease that made me temporarily paralyzed. And I couldn't talk, couldn't do a lot of things. But because I say yes to healing, I didn't stop people from coming to me to help me. I'm very grateful. So I may be disappointed, I may be sad, but I was never out of hope. I know help is coming, so I say yes to all sorts of help. So physiotherapy, exercising, meditation, anything that can help uplift my life, I say yes. So I actually shortened my recovery period from paralyzed to being able to walk without walking support in a very short span of 4 months. Yeah. So I'm very thankful because I said yes to that. So from the healing yes, my 4th yes. So after I've healed, though not 100%, but I'm able to carry out my, daily essential. I can take care of myself. I can walk alone. I don't need a support. So my 4th yes, because I said yes, that leads me to growth. Personal growth, monetary growth, business growth. And also I have to thank my business partner here as well, who led me this opportunity in a very small joint venture, to set up our dream cafe. Yeah. So because I say yes, I never turned down. Even though I do not know how to do it, how to process, what is the operation, know-how, the techniques. But I say yes. Come, let's do it. That's why you say I sell jabao. Everything I say yes. But it is also because of that, we learn along the journey. So to me, all these 4 yeses, it's not just a simple word of yes. It is actually leading me to another opportunity, another door open, another chance. A lot of possibility could happen. Yeah. But now, this is the main one. Okay, this is my take for my own, for tonight, and for this journey till today. My 5th yes, because I say yes to joining Toastmaster, to joining Legacy Toastmaster. No clever. No clever. Okay, so it brings me to today, to gain some confidence in terms of learning how to public speak. Yeah, so thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you, Faustina, for your inspirational speech. I guess everyone in this room here actually said yes to public speaking also. Yes. Our next speaker is no stranger to the stage here. She's none other than Noor Rahman, PM3. For the longest time, Noor believed she was an introvert until a recent MBTI test revealed she's actually an extrovert. With a passion for chatting and connecting, she's here tonight to stay curious, share her thoughts, and grow alongside all of you. The title of her speech is But I Can't. Sounds like a part 2 of the previous speech. The objective of her speech is to apply skills to deliver a persuasive speech. Her evaluator is DTM Lee Jin Hui. Without further ado, let me welcome Noor.
Sorry, I always have a problem putting this on. Ring! Hello? Hi, Noor. Can you look into the numbers and prepare the slides in the next 2 hours? Okay. Ring, ring. Hi, Noor. The client has given her feedback. Can you rechart it into the format that she wants and update me ASAP? Okay. Ring, ring, ring. Ring, ring, ring. Ring, ring, ring. Nope, not today. Good evening, Club President, honored guests, and fellow Toastmasters. Can I get a show of hands of how many of you here have dug yourself into a hole only to realize how deep in the trenches you are a little too late? Thank you, because that was me. For the longest time, I prided myself in being someone who is adaptable, reliable, and up for anything. I call that my can-do spirit. New growth opportunities, I'll take them. Tight deadlines, challenge accepted. A mountain of work, don't worry, I'll climb it. But recently, that can-do spirit has ghosted me. It vanished. Instead, I find myself repeating these 4 words I rarely said. It's becoming my new catchphrase now. I can't do that. Noor, I think you can be an influencer. I can watch you speak about the same thing over and over again. Me? An influencer? I can't do that. Those 4 words tumble out like reflex. I don't even have to think, even though a part of me, a tiny part of me, entertained that possibility. The reality is I'm already overworked, doing the work of 2 persons, constantly under pressure, and I can't add another thing on my plate. That was the first time I said no to something that actually made me dream, made me hope. As if I was in a dark cave and a match was finally lit, I started noticing how often I said those words. I can't do that. I can't do that was no longer about my hobbies now because it crept into my personal life. I can't play with my nieces. I'm too busy. I can't unwind after work because my mind is still racing about what to do next. I can't exercise because I'm too mentally exhausted. Day after day for more than a year. Until one day I looked myself in the mirror and I couldn't recognize myself anymore. Could I get a show of hands of how many of you here have heard of the phrase rock bottom? Well, let me tell you something. Rock bottom has a basement. And that is where I ended up last week. I was in another work crisis because this work crisis has momentum. And I could feel my chest tightening, my heart racing. I couldn't breathe, I couldn't think. In that moment I realized I wasn't just burnt out, I was breaking down. And I admitted something I never did about my job for the first time, that I can't do this anymore. So I had to learn this the hard way, and here are 3 reasons why I can't do that might actually save you. Or at least save you from a 2-hour-long meeting that could have been an email. Lesson 1. I can't do that is not weakness, it is wisdom. For the longest time, I thought that saying I can't is failure or weakness. But actually, saying I can't is telling others that they should listen to what you have to say or what values to you. I thought that, you need to be strong, you need to endure it. But strength isn't about endurance. Strength is knowing when to stop before you break. I feel that when you keep pushing, you actually don't prove your capability. What you end up is proving your inability to take care of yourself. Lesson 2. I can't is not closing a door. It is choosing a better one. I can't, when I say I can to more work, I'm saying I can't to sleep. When I say I can't when I say I can to weekend work, I'm saying I can't to family time. When I say I can to unrealistic deadlines, I'm saying I can't to peace of mind. Now I realize that, I need to say I can't so that I have breathing space to be me, to enjoy things that I like in life, and to rest, the most important thing. Lesson 3, the last lesson. Saying I can't to others is saying I can to myself. That's the hardest thing I've had to learn. My can-do spirit is like a sharp, shiny sword, and I need to wield it to slay all the monsters and dragons, not to use it to saw the trees in the forest and wonder why my shiny, sharp sword suddenly become dull and brittle. So in conclusion, when the next time the phone rings and you get your inbox pings and someone asks you for one more thing, stop. Ask if it deserves your energy. Sometimes you just can't. And that's okay. It doesn't mean you're giving up. It means you're finally showing up for yourself. Thank you.
Thank you, Nu, for your speech. So our last two speakers actually teaches us when to say yes and when to say no. Yeah, for myself, when I say yes with a condition and say no with a solution. That's my technique. Yeah. I think we will take a pit stop here. We will go into our voting for our prepared speeches. But before we go into the vote, let me invite the timer to give the timer report for the prepared speeches.
Okay, yeah. So for Jalsi, her icebreaker is 5 minutes 18 seconds. For Callista, her icebreaker is 3 minutes 56 seconds. For Faustina, her project is 7 minutes 17 seconds. For Nor, her project is 7 minutes 24 seconds. Yes, so we'll do the voting now.
Voting. Please scan the QR code. Please scan.
Within time, right?
Nicole.
Nicole, it's all within time, right?
5 to 7.
There are two projects are not within. Faustina is not. 5 to 7 minutes.
Sometimes 7 minutes 30.
Okay, then yeah, just nice.
Okay, we'll set it.